Welcome back, race fans. Yeah, a little bit of a technical issue there. The sounds of iRacing was not coming through OBS, but we have it fixed. And we are here tonight with the Dave Bush Nascar Dave Bush Sim Racing Gallery Cup Series Season 15, round number 3 here tonight. Phoenix Raceway, presented to all by MaxspeedTV, and a pretty good field out here tonight. Myself, Joshua Medlock, Will Roberts again joining me here tonight. Will, and you know, going back to that big field out here tonight, buddy. 31 drivers out here tonight at this, you know, I would say it's a mile track, but, you know, it's a short track in Phoenix with the new layout and everything. I think these guys are going to have a handful. How you doing tonight, Will, and what do you expect out here tonight, buddy?
Doing fantastic tonight, Joshua. Yeah, I expect almost a mixture of chaos and maybe some pleasantry, but like a short track, like you said, you have to drive this like a short track. Gateway, maybe New Hampshire, Milwaukee are the only other tracks similar because they're similar in length, but also similar in driving style. But so those 4 tracks similar to themselves, but Phoenix is a beast in and all of itself. It's a slick track at times, and you really have to try not to lose the rear tires under just going through the corners, entering. You can also outbrake yourself here, so just it's easy to overdrive a corner as well, besides outbraking yourself here, Joshua. So many obstacles to try to overcome. You see that wind speed over 10 miles per hour currently in practice, so yeah. That's another thing that these drivers are having to deal with going into these corners, down these straightaways. So man, I expect it to be a pretty chaotic race, to be honest, Joshua.
Yeah, and it's a very good possibility it could be a chaotic event. But, like, you know, Sim Racing Unleashed, you know, they've surprised us before, you know, going into a race, you know, they think it's going to be a wreck fest, and, man, it turned out to be a pretty good race. How are we going to have a few cautions here? I mean, I would say, yeah, you know, 1 to 2, 3 to 4. We do have that stage here tonight as well. White flag at 75, then we hit 76. That actually is going to be a caution, you know, but it's not technically going to count unless we have a caution, you know, like right before that. So, but, you know, nonetheless, you know, yeah, major wind speed out there, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 miles an hour. So they are going to be dealing with that air tip of 84. That track tip is heating up a little bit at 110 here tonight in the desert. 200 laps in total, 200 miles. 4 sets of tires here tonight, 75% fuel. Now 68 to 74 laps roughly on that run. That is really going to be close with that stage at 75-76. So, you know, we get a caution or two, they will probably be able to go the distance with the fuel. Now, the tires might not hold up that long, but fuel definitely a possibility to make it. Now, pit road here at Phoenix is a gruesome 45 miles an hour with a pace speed of 55. Taking a look at our point standings coming in to this afternoon. Zach Deutscher rounding out the top spot at 44 points. But he is only 5 points ahead of Ryan Messer there in second at 35. Zachary Rongich up a spot into third at 34. 6 behind the leader and 1 behind Ryan. And then a tie here between Merrick Watchorn up 12 spots and Michael Yarrow up 10. Probably 2 of the biggest movers here into round number 3. They're actually tied for 4th at 33. 10 behind the leader and 4 behind Zachary. Kyle Heath is up 5 into 6th at 33 points. 11 behind the leader and 1 behind Yarrow and Watchorn. And Jason Adams is going to stay where he's at in 7th at 30 even. I think I goofed there on that one. It says 30 and 30, but yeah, I think I goofed. Let's see. Use your hair. Jason Adams actually has wait. Yeah, I totally goofed. All right, well, let me go ahead and do it this way. I think I put in the wrong one.
I was going to say, it almost looks like after the first race of the season, not the second race, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I do have Zach Deutscher and Ryan Messer. They are 71 and 68. 5, 6, but the points are wrong for some reason, and I don't get it. So I did update that, but apparently the other did not update. So I am going to have to fix that, but, you know, we've still got some more races to go before we get into, you know, maybe the nitty-gritty will, you know, into the chase and all that. So really, I mean, yeah, points matter, but right now it's really early, so we'll just kind of back off the points here tonight and kind of go from there. But I do see Steven and Brennan Kennedy out in chat here tonight. Glad to see you both. We're going to go ahead here real quick, Will, and play the national anthem provided by Madison Rosing. We do have, it looks like, one newcomer out here tonight as well, Andre Silvala, who I am on right now. But we'll get to the track. They're going to get into qualifying here in about a minute 10, so hang tight, folks. Qualifying here at Phoenix will be underway when we come back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so calm and
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
Alrighty, folks, we're back. Qualifying is underway, and right now we are seeing, as Will just pointed out here, like the top 6 are only separated by like 5, 6, 7, 8 1/1000ths of a second or something like that. Now, first and second is separated by like 17 thousandths of a second, but still, nevertheless, it's close enough. That is too close for comfort, Will.
Especially, short track, quick lap qualifying. You only get 2 laps, your 2 best laps here. And, like you said, that is almost too close to call for qualifying. And we have seen before in the SRU Cup Series
Chris
how, he shatters it. He goes a half a tenth quicker than Michael Yarrow.
Yeah.
So,
wow. Yeah, and it looks like now 55 seconds left to go. I don't think anybody else is going to come out here. And I wasn't trying to interrupt you there, Will, but man, Chris, what a lap.
well, like I said, we have seen historically, in the past, these SRU Cup Series drivers, they always qualify reasonably just within a few tenths or so of each other. So no surprise tonight, truly, Joshua.
Yeah.
Only, it looks like only 8 or 9 tenths of a second separate the qualifiers currently.
Yeah.
Everybody that has decided to put down a lap, that is.
Yeah, 23 drivers out here that have qualified. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 10 drivers that did not. And it looks like the 22 of Chris Paff is going to grab the pole out here tonight at Phoenix. Let's go ahead real quickly and get him down here if we can. Real quick. Chris, buddy, congratulations on the pole here tonight for round number 3 at Phoenix, man. Talk about it. How's it feel out there? Chris, we don't hear you. All right. Chris don't want to talk. All right. That's fine, too. We'll go ahead and get up here to our grid. Now, it looks like Chris has not gridded yet, but we will see if he does. But our starting grid here tonight, Chris Paff grabbing the pole out here tonight with a 27.867. Congratulations to Chris on the pole here tonight at Phoenix. Michael Yarrow is going to start on the outside of him in second. Gary Slapinski third. Merrick Watchorn in fourth. Zachary Rongich fifth. Zach Deuscher in sixth. Joseph Cossey seventh. Jeff Gilmore in eighth. Brandon Sheets ninth. John Held 10th. Brandon Hartwell in 11th. Kyle Munson 12th. Robbie Darnell 13th. Andre Savala, the newcomer, coming in 14th in qualifying tonight. He's going to kind of start mid-pack here. Austin Sailors in 15th, Larry Blair 16th, Robbie Stewart 17th, Keith Hurlbut in 18th, Phillip Bridgman 19th, and Terry DeGay in 20th. Rick Adams 21st, Robert Love 22nd, Ryan Messer 23rd, and that is of the qualifiers. Now racing is going to line them up like this with the non-qualifiers. Kyle Heath going to start 24th, David Cassidy 25th, Byron Bartlett 26th, Kevin Roy 27th, Jim Coleman-Sperger, 28th. Paul Buzz Cohen, 29th. And Jason Adams, 30th. Gomez, Mark Koshik, 31st. Art Milne in 32nd. And Robert Bob Chiswick, as always, is going to round out the field here tonight in 33rd. He's going to ride shotgun in the back. So Chris did grid, but does look like, did Gary grid? Yeah, Gary gridded. All right. So Buzz did not grid out here tonight. Looks like everybody else did. So we are going to have actually 33 minus 1 is 32. Mathing with Medlock. So 32 drivers out here tonight to start things off, Will.
Nice. The size of a truck field in the real world. I do believe that's 32 now. Used to be 36.
Pace car has has already dove off to the safety of pit road out of turn number 2, I do believe. Yep.
That is true. And how long of a pit road it is here, Joshua. You know,
Yes.
you're at pit speed 45, crawling along, and pace speed I believe is 50. So, you know, you get to go a little bit faster on the track. They are coming to that start area.
Yes, they are into the Geico start zone here tonight for the first time, and the green is out. Boogity, 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 folks. Racing here tonight for round number 3. The Dave Bush Sim Racing League Cup Series at Phoenix. And already seeing some movement.
Yeah, Gary sending it to the inside of Chris, but Chris almost having leader's advantage going through 1 and 2, just about, as they are jockeying behind them.
Oh, 38 going around already. Oh, and a hard leg. Zachary Rogic into the wall. First yellow.
Looks like the 8 got into turn number 3 a bit hot, got into the back of the 38. I believe that, no, that was, yes, that was the 8. Okay, so.
Yeah, the 8 and the 38 right here. We're going to go ahead and rewind. It looks like the 8 maybe got into the back of the 78, but 38 does come down, and I think just being so close right there, I think the 8 might have tagged the 38 here as the 38 was coming down. Here, let me go ahead.
Yeah, it looked like Rogic was trying to really arc the corner wide to diamond the center of 3 and 4, and I just don't think he was expecting the AC Delco number 8 car to be right there. You know, like I said, Joseph got such a great entry into 3 and 4 here. He was able to drive it in deeper, but at the consequence of washing up ever so slightly. But Rogic did just a hard racing deal here, because Rogic was arcing down.
Yeah,
but nevertheless,
I do see some net code there too.
Yes.
As well, so you know, a combination of both maybe. But man, the 38 of Zachary Rogic, and then he gets hit again right here, and we're gonna see
that side swipe
another net code.
More net code.
Yeah, and that's gonna send Rogic right up into the outside wall. Oh,
Terry Duguay.
Yeah, we have major issues up here. Austin Sailors. And Robbie Darnell, as well as the 91 American Lightshorn. Oh, my gosh.
Are they able, everybody's able to lock it down, though. I don't think Robbie got any substantial damage other than maybe some flat-spotted tires. And, but Terry Duguay, I think he might have grazed the side of the stricken Rogic machine. But other than that, Rogic comes out with the wrong side of the stick. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and it's gonna be tight racing pretty much until they can get a little bit spread out. You know, old tires. These tires don't really have any heat on them. I mean, we didn't even hit lap 1. Well, we hit lap 1. We didn't. We were right there at
we didn't
lap
complete
2.
It.
Yeah, and you know, the old tires. I mean, everybody's just trying to get in that line, and you can only do so much. So very, very early yellow here tonight, unfortunately.
Like you said, it's going to take multiple laps to heat these tires up. And if they don't get those multiple laps to heat these tires up, then it's just going to be a continuous heat cycle of slightly warming up, then just going back, cooling back down, warming up, then cooling back down. And you know, these low-profile, no sidewall tires here in these Gen 7 Cup cars, they extremely, at least to my knowledge, Joshua, they do not like multiple heat cycles. You know, they are a very bipolar acting tire, if you will. So they're getting doubled up here. Track is cleaned up. iRacing has got everything cleaned up for us. They're doubled up. As we take another look at the pit road entry, it is coming basically out of turn 4. If we was to see green flag action stops, even under caution, you can make mistakes or so on. But you know, just pacing forever under under that pit road speed. So that's going to be one to look out when we do eventually see pit stops.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. And they're coming into the restart zone once more again here, trying to get things off, trying to get things going. And green is back out. Boogity, boogity, boogity. We're going to try it again here tonight, folks. All right, that's the last time I'm doing it.
That bottom lane, or really whichever lane leader restarts in here at Phoenix, you're restarting basically exiting a corner, or the middle of the exit of turn 4 is when you are restarting, and it's so difficult, Joshua. And normally, whichever lane the leader restarts in, that's normally the lane that can get taken off. Oh,
yellow.
we've seen another one.
Yeah, another yellow here tonight.
4 wide. They were 4 wide going into turn 3 there, right kind of there. You see 4 wide just for a brief moment.
Yeah, 519. And it's going to happen right here around Keith and the 73. I believe that is Adams.
73 is Larry Blair, right?
Larry Blair, I believe. 73. Where is my 73? I know I've got, Larry Blair. Wow. Yeah. So it looks like contact right there between them two, and Larry is gone. Oh, he's blinking out, and wow, how did that bring out a caution? Because they were straight.
They kept it.
Yeah.
Well, I think the car slowed possibly too far down, or they were just too sideways for iRacing's liking, more than likely. And I think a couple of toes, maybe one toe, might have got broken on Larry's car. Not sure which one it was, but vicious impact into the wall for Larry after maybe just overdriving the entry. We saw they were 4 wide there, so not sure if Larry overdrove the entry. Keith kind of came down a bit early. Just a meeting of both of them, really. You're going to see that on these cold tires, not being able to kind of stop or kind of slow down to your liking. And also, with it being basically a short track like we talked about at the top of the show, so different lifting points, braking points for all these different drivers. Not every 2 drivers are going to have the same lifting or braking points, Joshua. So
yeah, definitely so. And I hate to say this about Phoenix, but it is Phoenix, the old Phoenix, the very old Phoenix, the next old Phoenix, and then now the new Phoenix. It is a self-cleaning track, unfortunately. So
it has just enough banking to be that.
Yeah. So I did hear some guys talking earlier up there before we went live tonight. They would love to have Phoenix the way it is, but more banking. I think they should just fill Phoenix up with water, kind of like Iowa.
Yeah, make it a nice fish pond or something.
Yeah, that or a big old swimming pool,
Yeah. That's what Kyle Petty said that they should do with Bristol one day. I'm pretty sure it was Kyle. He's always been very kind of great with his quotes about different tracks and all that, so...
Now the lights, they are double file. Lights probably will go off this coming up time by. Now we probably will not get any interviews in under caution here tonight. The only one we'll probably get in, if we're able to, is the stage caution, just due to the fact how quick they go back green here. So the lights should go off. And yeah, they do. So, probably no interviews unless we just get maybe a self-spin and we can get, look at it and get right back to it. But other than that, if it's multiple cars, then, we're going to kind of just let these guys race it out here tonight. And we'll call the race like we normally do each and every week. And we'll just go from there. We'll take it lap to lap. How about that, guys?
Sounds good, Joshua.
Looks like 13 out there, 14 tuning in. 9 locks already, so... Thank you, everybody, for tuning in here tonight on MaxspeedTV.
Basically, the leaders did a flip-flop here, Joshua, as far as the front 2. Chris is on the top now. Gary's on the bottom. We saw the top work extremely well for Gary on the past restart when he was in 2nd place. Let's see how well it'll work for him as the leader on the bottom now.
Yeah, there there is a, man, that 8 is all over the tail of the 78. Green back out. Now everybody can go, and a little bit of movement.
Chris timed that restart perfectly.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Now he is going to, oh, down into turn number 1, I believe.
Yes,
this is
yes.
all confusing to me. I don't like this new layout. Out of turn number 2, coming into 3 here momentarily. Chris did move back to 3rd. Joseph Cossey up to 2nd now from 7th. Brandon Hartwell from 11th to 6th. He is battling the 21 of Zach Deuscher here. I used to call him Douchier for just because I could get away with it, but I figured out it's Deuscher, and that's what I've been calling it. So, Jeff Gilmore hanging out in that 7th, 8th spot here, and you know, it looks like we finally got a lap under our belt here, so maybe we can get, oh, somebody into the wall back there.
Phillip. And Phillip goes into Andre.
Robbie.
Oh, man. Robbie Stewart, is he just going to get loose here? What happens? Oh, maybe contact between him and Ryan Messer, I believe.
I think he started. He started to snap loose, and I think he just snapped loose here. We're gonna.
Yes, he did.
Another look at Robbie here. Yep, he just started to snap loose and right up into the wall, and you know the 9 gonna get a piece of it there. Looks like everybody else, for the most part, got through that. So.
Yes, they did. Only really a one-car incident.
Yeah. Well, that was quick. See, 1-car accident. Now we got time to interview somebody. All right. Well, how about we bring up our first victim here tonight? We're going to go ahead and start, I guess, up at the top here with Brandon Sheets here tonight. Brandon Sheets, buddy, got a copy. I know it's a little early, but, you know, we've had already 3 yellows out here tonight, man. What's going on down there, buddy?
I don't know. It's happening more towards the back. The track is very greasy, so it's really hard to get back on the throttle. It's definitely hard to go into the corners as well. A lot of sliding the fronts, and then on the exit is loose as well. So I'm sure everybody's having a lot of handful getting a hang of this car on this track.
Well, I mean, it does. I know the track temp did go up from practice to qualifying and qualifying to the race. Do you think that is having some factors out there here tonight, as we are still setting at 107-degree track temp?
Yeah, that was the first thing my teammate brought up to me, because I was a little bit late to the party today. So first thing he said, he's like, it's greasy and the track is hot.
All right. Well, we just want to kind of get your thoughts here real quick. So, Brandon, good luck down there. Started 9th, hanging out 9th right now. So keep it straight. That's the main thing.
That's the plan.
All right, Brandon, good luck, buddy.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, we'll get him back up there, and we're going to jump up front. We're going to get that off there. Whoop. That off there. Come on. User error again. Well, man, still 31 drivers out here. Oh, Robbie Stewart is on pit road, though. Now, no fast repairs, so looks like some drivers coming down, maybe taking some fuel. Looks like Merrick Watchorn coming back out. Did I lose you, Will?
No, sir. I'm still here.
All right.
I still got you.
All right, just making sure you're still there.
We, like you said, we have some drivers just choosing to come down during these cautions, top up that fuel tank, and maybe extend that mileage if we was to get a certain, green flag run in here, but like Brandon Sheets just said, it's tough conditions out there, tricky conditions with how hot the track is, very slick, very greasy track conditions, so, gotta, be on your tippy toes pretty much. You gotta really bicycle it through the corners more or less. You gotta really be careful how much wheel input you're gonna give to that wheel, so.
Yeah, and you gotta throttle kind of pump that throttle, throttle it a little bit. So you don't want to hammer down on it, because if you do, well,
No.
we've kind of seen what happened. You're just going to loop it around, and you know, and then oversteering, overcorrecting it, you're going to end up in the wall. So you got to really be careful. Coming to lap number 17 here tonight. Gary's going to get us going again. Joseph Kelsey to the outside. Here we go, the Geico start zone, and Green is back out. Everybody is on the loud pedal, and oh, Gary!
Exactly
Oh!
what you. Wrongich back in this one. I believe that was Wrongich that hit Gary the second time. Exactly. You just didn't get done speaking it. And Gary spun his tires on this restart. He spun his tires, or either that, or maybe right as he went to change gears, possibly. But I do believe the 78 of Gary just it is a mistake that any driver can make. Doesn't matter how many years of racing you have underneath your belt. It is so easy to spin your tires on a rolling restart. And I figured as soon as he jumped down on the apron, I figured I was about to say spun his tires, but I wanted to wait. But man, Joshua, just a heartache, really, for.
And it looks like he is out of the race here already. We're going to get another look at this, too, kind of a chase view here, and kind of turn the camera. And I want to rewind it to when they went green, because I want to see those tires here. Oh, yeah, and he got on the apron. He wasn't fully, he didn't fully have that grip. And he just lost it right up in front of Chris Paff. And then coming right up on the track, right there, the 38 going to get a piece of it as well. I am trying to find here the 38. Zachary Rongich.
I don't even think the pace car fully got parked.
I don't either. All right, well.
I mean, it's a mistake that can happen to anybody, Joshua. It's such an easy thing to do, especially restarting, coming up out of a corner or mid-corner, basically. And I've never been a fan as a racing standpoint of restarting a race either right on the exit of a corner or basically mid-corner. That is just waiting for just wheel spin to occur, right? And that's kind of where you see the restarts being put by NASCAR for the most part. At most of your short tracks is either, if I'm not mistaken, Bristol, it's literally right out of turn 4, and a few other tracks. You just, as a racing fan, like a purist, you want all the competitors to have as most traction as possible. That way they can just get up to speed better, right? And that just speechless, Josh.
Yeah, it is, and it took out, it looks like Chris is on pit road still. I don't know how bad the damage is, but he is still on pit road. He looks like a 17, coming up on 22nd stop in his pit box here. So it looks like he's trying to get as much damage as he can fixed. I don't know how bad it is, but Gary Slapinski's already taken his car behind the wall. He's done for the evening.
We don't normally see mistakes like that also made out of Gary, or really almost anybody in this field. I don't want to call it rookie mistakes, but I'm sure Gary would probably call that a rookie mistake. Slipping your tires as the race leader. Like you're not supposed to do that, right? Because you're up there, you're leading the race, or you're up here contending, and you don't, as many races as Gary has under his belt, like he would, like I said, probably call that a rookie mistake. But nothing to hang your head over, or hang your head over, because like I said, it can happen to anyone, especially with how hot the track is and how many heat cycles we've already had on these tires as well, Joshua.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, pace car is off the way here, so...
Making that slow crawl back to the restart zone. Everybody's doubled up here. Pace car is to the safety and confines of pit road. Hopefully it gets stopped this time.
Restart zone, Cossey, Yarrow, and here we go. Back underway here. Everybody pretty much staying up there top side. Well, I'll say that. And Cossey and Zach go to the dog leg, as well as several other drivers. But back underway here tonight at Phoenix Raceway. And as they continue to trek around the track here. And I am going to look here.
Whenever you go down onto the flat, Joshua, it really unbalances. Oh, we have another caution out this evening.
Man. All right, well, what happened? Oh, right back here it looks like with Keith Hurlbut and David Cassidy. And, oh, the 40 also going to get a piece of that, but I believe that's where that yellow came out at because everybody was trying to get around. Yep, that's exactly where
Really
it was
sucks for
at.
David. He got ran over, really. I don't know what else you call that.
Yep.
David was backing up his corner entry, maybe a bit late, but he wasn't driving it in there deep because he had Philip Bridgman in front of him. And Keith, maybe he just couldn't get his car slowed down in time and just, he was hanging on for it. But unfortunately, David Cassidy, innocent bystander, almost called him Cassie because I was seeing Joseph. My apologies, Joshua, but...
That's all right. It is what it is. Well, I was looking back at last season's race here at Phoenix with the open dog leg, April the 16th of last year. And out of the 150 laps that they ran last season, they had 10 cautions for 40 laps, 7 lead changes, 5 leaders. Took an hour and 34 minutes. Now, the wind was about 7 miles an hour. We're seeing a lot more wind out here tonight than what we did last season. So that could play a little bit of a factor as well. I'm not saying it is, but it could. However, 10 cautions out of the 150, like I said, and we already look at our caution count number here before we've even hit lap 50.
We're already half.
And we're already half of that. So, a little rough start out here tonight for these guys. And, I don't think they expected this. But, I can't remember who said it. I wouldn't throw him under the bus anyway. But somebody actually said, I expect 1 to 2 cautions. I don't know if he was being, if that was rhetorical or not. But, unfortunately, we're set at 5 right now.
Well, I was about to talk about going down onto the flat on the restarts, or just that may be your normal racing line, Joshua, say if you was in tonight's race. But, whenever you do that, you are bottoming out the car. You're putting more load onto the suspension, which puts more load onto the tires. So that also bottoms out the car sometimes, or more times than not, almost every time you travel down there. These are flat bottom cars. I was joking with one of my other colleagues the other day. I said, if you remember the Queen song, Fat Bottom Girls, just replace it with, just replace, flat bottom, anyway, enough with the puns. But anyway, I digress. But yes, you really have to be careful how many times you want to aggressively attack, the apron, or if you can do it every lap, cool. But what I was getting to is you have to really then, once you travel back up onto the racing line, after being down onto the flat, you have to back that entry up into turn 1 even more than what you normally would if you wasn't going down onto the flat, because you're going to be carrying a different angle and maybe a bit more speed into turn number 1. So it's a risk, that's for sure, that you're putting at yourself, but also sometimes your competitors. If you're in an intense battle with them and you decide, well, I'm going to dive down here, and then everything funnels up into turn 1, Joshua.
Yeah, we're falling down into turn 3 here, coming back to the restart on laps 27 when they get the green. Cassie in control here. Now they got to go on green at all times, so that is a rule. Green is out, so everybody can go. Yarrow going way up the track here, and as everybody, I see about 10 cars or so, 9 cars going down there on that dog leg here, but that can be a dangerous spot too. Going back into the field here, we're going to be doing some 3 wide action back here at Phoenix. And Robbie Darnell in the middle of that 3 wide mess as They are still 3 wide. The 38, the 42, that is Austin and Zachary. Oh, somebody's off pace back there. And
Hopefully they can keep it off track. They can keep racing, hopefully.
That was
Terry Duguay, though.
Yeah,
yes.
He got it straightened back up. But, man, oh, man, that could have been bad. He did get it back going, got it straight. So that is a good thing. Jim Coleman-Sperger and Robert Love hanging out back here. Jim back at 18th here, started 28, so he's up 10. Robert Love started 22nd, cracking the top 20 and 19th right now, and still have that mess right behind Kyle Munson. Oh, 5 got loose. That is Philip Bridgman.
Yes, out of turn number 2. Turn number 2 is kind of a treacherous corner here. You're almost always, like in the corners, you're always turning. You're putting that wheel input at a certain angle, a certain degree, and sometimes you just want to keep holding it there. Sometimes that could be the case with some drivers that coming out of the corner, they're trying to get straight, but they're still turning.
Uh-oh, looks like we might have another yellow.
No, I don't think so. He slid into the pits.
Yeah, Eric Watchhorn.
Oh, that's Watchhorn.
Yeah, what happened to Watchhorn? Let's go ahead and get a rewind live here. Still green, but what happened?
I think he just broke loose on the... Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and get a quick rewind of this. And he was coming up on, it looks like the 47 here, and I don't think he really wanted to get into the back of him. Oh, he did tag him.
Yeah, he tagged him ever so slightly, and he went on a he went on a Ken Block drift after this.
Yeah, right down into pit road, man.
High applause. You know, he kept it off the wall. He kept it off of everybody. In a way, figuratively, he kind of did save the race car. I know he did get into the back of the 47, but he didn't wreck the 47. He just, you know, he got on the binders, and man, he was in control of that car for the most part. All of it. It didn't really look like he was, but he had control of it. Oh,
Keith. Oh, Keith
no.
bouncing off the wall.
We might have a caution here.
Nope.
No? Okay.
No yellow, but we're going to go back here and see what happened to Keith here. And coming out of
just going to buck loose.
Yep, just snapped loose. Oh, that could have been bad.
Man.
Oh, man. I don't know how they missed him.
Golf clap for everybody to be able to avoid that. High praise there.
Jeez.
Longich, he's making moves. He's been getting this car repaired. He's been caught up in a couple of just wacky incidences tonight, but he is currently sitting in the P10 position after making several trips down pit road to repair that race car. Well, we got another one, I believe, that kicked sideways. That is David Cassidy, I believe. So more smoke in front of him.
Let's see here, the 17. That is Cassidy. I got to find him. There he is right there. Now, he could have been just slowing down, letting everybody go around.
Good point.
He is 8 laps down, so unfortunate not for him. And Steven out there, Josh, I'm really not seeing the difference between staying on the track and diving down into the turn. Is there some reason why they... Okay. Phoenix has a dog leg here, and that dog leg is open, so you are allowed to use that track. As we get up here to Michael Yalro, you see the 13 dive it down, and really that's just hoping that you can get a better entry, I guess, into the corner.
Yes.
It also saves, I guess, a little bit of the tire. I could be wrong on that because, you know, you're coming up at a high rate of speed anyway, so... but it's open. You are allowed to use that part of the track. And as we see Joseph here, see, he just dog-legged it basically. Just it does save a little bit of time too, I guess.
Well, like I said, you're having to compromise almost your entry into turn one. Yes, it can be the preferred line of many drivers, yes, but at the cost of maybe burning your tire up just a wee bit more.
Yep.
I don't really see how you could save the tire after you pivot the car hard left to come down onto the flat. Then it's just putting more load onto the tires at that point. But you're also, like you're seeing Joseph, he's having to back up his corner entry, which that like I said, that's a preferred lane of a lot of drivers. So I'm not knocking it by no means. I'm just saying on the restarts, or if you're in a tight battle with someone and you kind of dive down there. I know in the real world it kind of cost Elliott Sadler a championship in the Xfinity Series one year because things happened and everybody funneled into what was then turn 3, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, just Keith Hurlbut on pit road at the moment.
Yep, and to answer that question, Steven, it is a lot flatter down there, but it is bumpy.
Oh
So
yes, very flat but bumpy.
You gotta be careful on that apron or dog leg, because it is very, very bumpy down there, especially, coming back up onto the track, because you're going from a sort of kind of even surface to a not so even surface. So yeah, that dog leg can be helpful, but it can also hurt you at the same time. So it's like a give and take. It's like Talladega, going 4 wide can hurt you. Well, it can help you, but it can hurt you at the same time, if that makes any sense. But probably a bad comparison, but
Joseph Cossey in the lead at the moment, but he's being ran down by Kyle Heath. Kyle Heath got past Zach Deutscher. Michael Yarrow working around, or working to, oh wait, Kyle Heath is a lap down.
Yeah, Kyle is a lap down. 3 laps down, actually, to be...
Man, okay, so my eyes deceived me. Don't worry about what I was just trying to ramble on about.
Yeah, Kyle and Keith. Keith is sitting on pit road, and we've got Phillip Bridgman going around here, folks, and that is going to bring out another unfortunate yellow here tonight. Good little green run there, but probably not. And it looks like it just snapped out of him.
Right in the center of 1 and 2 here. The car's going to start to kick out, and then he's on the control ever since. He's fighting for the control.
Oh, and then he gets hit by the Bucky's car, and then gets slammed by Kevin Roy. Oh, then the 3 of Robbie Stewart is trying to... he just lost it too, right up into the wall. Oh, my gosh.
Robbie lost it while he was just trying to avoid everything.
Yep, so Phillip Bridgman got some heavy damage. Kevin Roy took his car behind the wall. He is done, and I hate to say it, but I think Phillip might have a long night on pit road if he doesn't take it behind the wall.
So race leader Joseph Cossey coming down pit road. He's going to bring Jeff Gilmore and Ryan Messer down, and a handful of guys are going to choose to stay out here.
Yeah, let me see here who else I can find maybe coming down pit road. Andre's coming down. So one of the newcomers. You know what? Let's break him in the right way, shall we?
Sure.
All right.
Bring him up here.
All right. Well, he's on pit road, and I don't really want to disturb him when he's on, especially here at this track,
Looks like Kyle Heath might get one of his laps back and get a wave around if he chooses to stay out here.
Yeah. All right, let's bring Andre Savala down here real quick. Break him in the right way. Here we go. Andre Bud, Joshua Medlock, Will Robinson, the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. Well, is it? I'm saying your name right, isn't it? Savala?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, brand new, I guess, to these guys coming into tonight, because I've never seen your name before. So, what's going on down there as a newcomer, seeing what is happening here tonight at Phoenix?
Just feeling it out, man. See how everybody's gonna drive, and see how I can get this thing around here without making any mistakes.
All right. Well, it looks like you're going to be restarting here 18th. Had a good qualify out there, 14th. Still a crack at the top 20 right now. Still a long way to go, bud. So, Andre, good luck down there, buddy. Keep it straight. And, let's see what happens in 200 laps.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. All right. Well, let's just hope I didn't throw the MaxspeedTV curse on him.
Well, that's, one name you've been saying right, Joshua.
Yeah.
Or that we've been, saying right. I've been very, I don't like to butcher people's last names, but I always try to get a feel for how they're pronounced, right? So I'll just keep calling him Andre until I feel comfortable to pronounce his last name.
Yeah, it looks like Chris
But,
coming back down pit road here. Maybe getting.
Still probably repairing that car, hopefully back to 100% tow, but don't know if he'll get it done this race. It'll probably be around 90-95%. But yeah, coming back in, topping off, getting more repair work done. He was definitely one to watch at the early days of this race.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking that what happened.
Yeah, you know, that's part of the restarts, unfortunately. You know, it looks like Kyle is going to go around the pace car here, so he will be 2 laps down now. So he's working his way back up, you know, getting those laps back, you know, slowly at a time. Philip Bridgman is on pit road. I believe his night might be done. I'm not saying it is, but right now with the heavy damage on that number 5 Aerokinetics machine, it's not looking promising. I will say that. I hate saying that, but coming to lap 47 here of the 200, lap 47 of the 75, 76 of the stage here tonight. You know, we got drivers dropping like flies, unfortunately, here tonight. 3 out of the race already. 1 setting on pit road now. And coming into the Geico start zone again. Zach Neuscher, Michael Yallrow. Green is out. Back underway here tonight at Phoenix. And Zach, boy, he, I thought for a second there he might have lost it, but good save.
Yes, everybody funneling into turn number 1 on this restart here. Everybody.
Somebody's into the wall. That is Rick Adams. No relation to Jason. But no yellow, and Rick popped that inside wall right there at pit road. Yeah. Man, I think we caught that kind of sort of live.
Yeah, we did. I would be kind of concerned about that left front if I was Rick, so maybe back it down for a few laps. Don't charge too hard at the moment after you just made significant contact with that wall.
Yep. We're on Austin.
Austin right. Sending it into 3.
38 and 43 get connected together. 16.
Ryan Messer.
16 of Messer. Yep, he looped it. There's the yellow. And like always, we'll go rewind it here. And I think Ryan was just trying to dodge everything because he knew the 43 and the 38 got connected together up here. A little bit of contact between the 38 and the 43. Okay, that a little bit more contact than what I thought it was. But still, nevertheless, there was contact there. And that slowed the 43 down. And you know, here comes Messer, and he's trying to slow it down, but his car is uneven, you know, and he tries to save it, locks it down, loops it, but I do give him credit. He keeps it off of the wall, so he will not have any damage on that machine. But, man, oh, man, another yellow out here tonight. Well, folks, please hit that like button. Yeah, it's, this is, I don't think this is what we were hoping for.
Well, I figured it would be pretty chaotic. I wasn't expecting this chaotic, but, yeah, it's a bit of a doozy at the moment, Joshua, but... Yep. Haven't got too many green flag laps of asking in, only about maybe, I remember we had that run about, what was it, 20 laps or so?
Right now we're sitting at 7 cautions for 24 laps out of the 51 we've ran in total. So we've still got 100.
So I guess 26.
Roughly, yeah. We did have a pretty good little green flag run there, though. I will say that. I mean, I think they were probably hoping for more, but you know, it's Phoenix, short track racing. You know, they can't get the long runs in because of the cautions. If they can get a long run in, you know, pit cycle or whatever, I think they'll get separated. But we're still going to have to watch the self-spins because we've already seen that happen several times here tonight.
Exactly. And, you know, it's so easy to lose control at a short track or any track, really, whenever the temperatures are this hot. You can't quite get the tires up to temperature. They still may be a little cold. And it just being as slick as it is out there for these competitors this evening.
Yeah, and it looks like a couple of drivers running that apron there. Everybody that's been out here the whole 52 laps, that has not come down. I think they're just trying to, you know, kind of buy their time on fuel. I believe they can make it now on fuel with the yellows that we have had. They are trying to save, keep that gas even as much as possible. So let's see here. Lights should go off this time. Yarrow, Deutscher, Hartwell, Held, Rongich, Sailors, Munson, Sheets, Cossey, Coleman-Sperger, Gilmore, Love, Darnell, Adams. That's Jason Adams. Andre Savala, Watchorn, Duguay, Messer, Gomez. That's Mark Koshik, and Art Milne is rounding out the top 20 here. Now, we only have 21 drivers on the lead lap. Chris Paff is back on the lead lap, by the way. So he is sitting back here in 21st. Did see Tara out there somewhere. Buffering. I ain't buffering. That's got to be your end, Tara.
Yeah, I ain't buffering on my end, so it's got to be maybe refresh, close out the stream and pop it back up, perhaps. I have not really had any buffers at all night, so
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly.
knock on the wood.
Oh, you was talking to my brother.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I got you. All right, here we go. Yarrow, Deutscher, going into green. There it is, coming to lap 53, I believe.
I think Deutscher might have spun his
54.
tires ever so slightly on the outside lane. That's going to jam them up ever so slightly,
Yeah.
like I said.
We've got,
But
I think, oh, the two. Ooh, he
Sheets
got,
up in the wall
he
almost?
did. Yeah, I think he might have said, well, no, let me not say that because it sounds too close to the real thing. So, no, you just use your imagination, folks. 3 wide, dang near 4, right ahead of Sheets here. Good Lord. Okay, I know they want good, hard racing, and I get that because they love it when I get excited. But, guys, this is Phoenix. Y'all don't need to go 3 wide here. Oh, man. Yeah, I know. Why are you talking in caps? All right, Michael Yarrow leading the way, but Zach is under fire here from Hartwell and Crossing right behind him.
And Rongich, after being collected, swept away in a couple of incidences, he is really fighting up here. That's amazing to see the drive back that Rongich is on.
Yeah, he is back up. We're up into second now. The 38, yeah, getting caught up in several incidents. Hopefully everything's changing for him. Pretty rough start for the 38. He's got Cossey still right behind him, and Messer and Savala back here. Looks like they're going to get kind of things situated. For the most part, they're battling Robbie Darnell there in the, and I'm going to go ahead and say it just because I can bug him, the Hillsboro Feed Company 44. He says I say it backwards, so I say it backwards now just to bug him. Set right there at 13, started 13, so, you know, he's not really, you know, moved or, you know, anything. I'd say having a pretty good night. Oh, boy, he almost rammed the front end of that car, though, right in the rear end of the 86 of the newcomer. Now, Robbie, that's not how you bring in the newcomers the right way, bud. You know that, right?
Yeah, we got to be hospitable. We got to be hospitality. You know, like you gotta treat them nice. We can't rough them up, or they don't want to come back.
Yeah, right. All right, Robbie kind of backing it off a little bit. He's gonna kind of, I would say, lay off.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah, he got a little loose there too. Ooh, good battling up ahead of him here too. Who is that? That is gonna be Ryan Messer, Merrick Watchhorn, and I believe, what is that, Austin?
Jeff Gilmore and Jeff Gilmore and Austin.
Yeah.
Gilmore's trying to run away from him.
Run, Gilmore, run! And down and oh, be careful, guys. Man, when they get real close going into the corner, Will, I get really, really nervous because, you know, everybody has their own different braking points and let-offs and everything of the gas. And, you know, if you know, you're the driver behind them, you know, you've got to really watch. If you're coming up on them quickly, I think it's time to either hit the brake or go a different direction. You know, Kevin Roy, Gary Slapinski, Larry Blair. Yep, the only 3 drivers as of right now that have officially called in tonight. Byron Bartlett is back out there, 22 laps down, but hey, he keeps it going. Philip Bridgman still sitting on pit road. They did get, looks like, part of that front area fixed up, so he might be able to make it back out here and run a few more laps, hopefully. We'll see what happens.
Michael Yarrow still in the lead.
Yeah.
By about a half a second over Joseph Cossey.
I'm back here with Ryan Messer and company. Good battle.
Oh, yeah, they are still going at it.
Yeah.
After Watchhorn, you know, kind of spun into the pits, he's trying to make a drive back recovery, but man, just fierce battles. Nice to see it finally getting some racing, at least more green flag laps in. So these cars, though, still a bit unruly, as we can see entering and throughout the corners. So
yeah, we still can't rule out a few more yellows. We will have that stage yellow, though. Now remember, white flag at 75. When they come back around and hit the line, taking lap 76 and take lap 76, that is when the flag, the caution flag will fly. Now, if we do get a caution prior to that, I believe it's 3 laps. Ooh, Ryan got a little squirrely there, but between 3 laps of that, then that will do it for the stage. And whoever, of course, is your leader at that time will be your stage winner. And right now, it's looking like Michael Yarrow, you know, he's holding strong up here into that first spot. Started in second. Cossey has led 27 laps, but he's putting still, I guess you could say, a little bit more pressure. Chris Paff, oh no! There is no yellow, but something happened to the 22 back here, and I believe it might have been a product of, oh, yeah.
I thought I saw a car kind of go for a ride as the...
He was coming down on that dog leg, and this is the product where I said it could either hurt you or help you, and unfortunately for Chris, kind of hurt him there a little bit. Yeah, hard into that inside wall. Ouch. Well, that is going to send him back a few spots, back into 21st, but he is still on the lead lap. So, you know, like I said, that dog leg can either hurt you or help you. Man.
Yeah, we've talked about it all night, that's for sure, about, you know, the difficulties and having to back the corner entry up even more than what you would have to for turn number 1. Brandon Hartwell, Zach Wongich, I believe that's the 40. Right behind them, that is the 47 as well. They're getting by Robbie Stewart. Like you talked about, closing in on the stage break here. So about six more laps and we'll be there. So
yeah, getting back here, they got, oh man, it is a gaggle of cars right here. Sailors, Watchhorn, Zavala, Sheets, Gilmore, Darnell, Colemansberger. I mean, they are all stacked up right here. We're gonna stay back here with these guys here just for the moment.
Is it the top 5 or top 10 that get stage points? I can't remember how they do their stage points. So I mean, if it is the top 10, they are battling for a final stage point here. If it is the top 10, Joshua, I can't remember if it's 5 or 10 cars.
I think it is the top 10 or the 2 and the 85 or the 86. My bad, Brandon Cheats. Oh no! Battle for the lead. Here we go. Kasi Yarrow.
You said, "Oh no!" like a car was going around. You scared me for a minute, Joshua. But yes, Kasi attacking, getting the lead from Yarrow.
Yep, Kasi back up front. I believe it's the top 10.
Yarrow is really trying to fight back for the outside, but Kasi is just putting his car in the right place to impede the 45 of Yarrow. Excellent driving between the two of these drivers. You were kind of thinking, since what has happened to the drivers that have had their either incidents or mistakes, now these guys are up here at the front, which, they kind of qualified up front as well. So inside the top 10, I believe, for both of these competitors. So.
Yep. And lap 72 here, coming to lap 73. So from here, from lap 73 on, if we get a yellow, I believe that's it. If we get a yellow, that will do it. I don't think they'll go back quick enough for a 1 or 2 lap shootout. So I do believe from here on, if we get a yellow, hopefully we don't, but if we do, that will be it. So who's ever leading at that present time, that would be your stage winner when the caution comes out. So right now, Joseph Kasi leading the way here. Michael Yarrow in a very close second. Zach Deutscher running the wall in third. Brandon Hartwell pretty close to the wall as well. But, third and fourth pretty close together here. About half a second between Brandon Hartwell and Deutscher. So, half a second is not much here at Phoenix at all. Yeah. That's basically all I got for that one. Here we go, though, coming to the white flag this time by lap 75. Now they will not see it, but everybody out there tuning in here tonight will. Top left corner of your screen where the race and laps and all that is. I'm going to hit the button here at the line for the white flag in the air. One more lap to go here for Kasi or Yarrow or Deutsch. Oh, whoa! Oh, no, there's the yellow. And it had to be Robbie.
Like Robbie and just innocent bystander teammate Jason Adams, I believe.
Now we're going to go back here to Robbie and figure out what happened here. Did he lose it? Yep. Just lost it. And, ooh.
Jason goes to avoid it and slams the wall with overcorrection.
Yeah, and then Robbie is like on the track here, letting everybody go by. But yeah, definitely a yellow. Well, that's it. That's your stage. Your winner for the stage is Joseph Kasi. All right, well, stage is over, so stage winner will be Joseph Kasi. Stop that. We'll see here if we can get, was it Kasi or Yarrow? Oh, it was Kasi, right?
Kasi.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was Kasi. Yeah, I believe Joseph Kasi is our winner, because our stage winner. So it looks like Kasi has already pitted. Let's go ahead and get Joseph down here if I can find him. I think he's one of the ones that does not get in. Oh, there he is. He's up there in the pit road. Joseph Kasi, buddy, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, stage winner out here tonight, man. You were right there. You didn't take the white, and then the yellow came out like right as you were coming to the line. But hey, stage winner out here tonight, buddy. Talk about it, man. We've had some ups and downs out here tonight, it looks like. But talk about your run out here this evening.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about the stage, so we took tires already. So we're going to go ahead and not reap the benefit, but go ahead and take my sorrows right now, and not take tires, and we'll try to take tires here in a little bit. See if we get another caution. Take some tires.
Well, just hang in there, man. We still got a little bit to go, so we are by far not done with the race. But, how is that dog leg treating you? And, how's the tires treating you, with the yellows that have came out?
I was 95, 93 on the right, so we were looking pretty good. But, I was trying to split it. I was thinking in my head, split it up in the 50s, but then I just looked and I was like, oh, yeah, there's a stage break at 75.
Actually, it was at the completion. Yeah, 75, 76. So yeah.
Yep.
But man, all righty, buddy. Well, good luck down there, and we'll see kind of what happens here tonight. We still got a ways to go. So, but congratulations on the stage win out here tonight, man.
All right, appreciate it, man.
Yep. All right, Joseph Cossey, our stage winner. Of course, our stages are completed. So we can go ahead and get that garbage off there. Call it garbage because once it's done, it's technically garbage.
And throw it in the garbage bin.
Yep, and the lights are off. Here we go, Will. Hey, how about you get us going here? After the stage here, bud. Coming to lap 80, actually. So it will be 80 when we take green, man. I'm going to turn it over to you here.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Cossey said he didn't take tires there, just fuel, right? Or
he didn't take tires or fuel, I don't believe.
But anyway, nevertheless, Ryan Messer up here in the 16. He's on a drive back after being in a couple of incidents too. So who is in third down there? I can't.
Michael Yarrow.
No.
Oh.
On the inside.
45. That's Yarrow.
Oh no, that's Art Lane in the 15.
Yeah, Art Lane. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is the top four. Brandon Hartwell and Zach Deutscher is rounding out the top six as they come into the restart zone. Green flag back out in the air. Oh, Art didn't get going. As Ryan might have spun his tires up top just a little bit. Big stack up Art not getting going here.
Yeah.
So about four wide into one. Oh, they're rubbing up the track. Watchhorn was sending, I believe that's the 40.
Let's see here. Kyle Munson in the 40.
Yep.
And, and 3
Hartwell.
wide behind him. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, that's Andre getting his nose down there. He was inside the top 10.
Oh,
no.
Oh, here we go. Oh. Austin.
Munson's car just broke loose on the straightaway, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe got a touch from behind, but I don't think, no, he's all by himself. Coming up out of the little, oh man, he just gets squirrely there.
He clipped.
Yes,
right
he clips
there,
the paint.
yeah, clips the paint, got squirrely, and right up into Rongich, yep. Rongich, man, just not having the night here tonight. He's going to hit the wall several times. And then as we go ahead and look down here, Austin Sailors.
Andre.
Yep, Andre going to get involved in this as well. Man. Jeez. I believe Andre towed. Yeah, he towed the pit road.
That was so unexpected. That caught the 40 of Kyle Munson just out of surprise, and like I said, just caught him out and whipped his car. He was trying to catch it, overcorrected into Rongich. He was having a drive-back recovery for sure after being involved in 2 early incidences.
Yep.
And he was at one point as high as second, Joshua. So he was for sure having a good recovery, and he just got blindsided by the 40. Like I said, whenever he overcorrected, and it just all ensued from there.
Yeah, but looks like Zachary Rongich, he's taking his car behind the wall here tonight.
Oh,
he's
man.
done, yeah. Andre.
Not even at the halfway point.
Yeah, Andre Savala has done so as well. Kyle
So, Paul-
Munson is on pit road as well as Chris Path.
Well,
So,
we saw earlier he smacked the wall again, so
Yeah.
that just adding back to the repair time. Jason, he's been in the wars too, so just about everybody. It's going to be hard to kind of after the race, Joshua, find a car that doesn't have damage on it this evening.
yeah, unfortunately, we've lost. See here.
Out of the 32 starters, who
6.
all have we lost?
We have lost
6.
Zachary Rongich, Andre Savala, to just now, Philip Bridgman, Kevin Roy, Gary Slopinski, and Larry Blair. So 6 in total so far. Yep.
So it's slowly becoming a race of attrition, that's for sure.
Yep, man. And you hate it for these guys, not even halfway into the race, and you're already out. There's still races to go in the season, yes, but, you don't want any race, for that matter, to be, to end early. You really would like for, to go the distance, I guess you could say, in every race, whether you finish a lap down or you finish dead last on the lead lap, points do matter. So, Phoenix tonight, it's not going to get any easier. We got Bristol next week. Then we go to the old Atlanta. So, tonight really starts 3 straight races of, it's a driver's track,
It is most certainly these, this stretch of races here in the SRU Cup Series. It is definitely, setting the drivers apart from themselves. Who is able to navigate, these treacherous tracks here. They are lined up double file, coming back to the restart zone. Messer on the outside, Kossi inside there, so Yarrow, Deutscher further back.
And here we go. The guy co-starting zone here. Got to go on green at all times. And green's back out good. There, good start there by Joseph. He didn't spun the tires. He didn't spin the tires. Boy, I can't English tonight. But he did get a good jump and a good restart. But here comes the 16 of Messer to the inside. 2x2x2. Out of, oh no, here we go. This is going to be a parking lot here, folks.
It is
no!
Might as well call it a scrapyard.
Wow.
A junkyard.
Jeez. And that actually, unfortunately, started up here with Messer as he got loose, I believe. Taking a look here at a chase view, I don't think there was any contact between him and the 8, but I could be wrong, so we're going to look at it here. That could
Oh, yeah, there was.
Yeah. Oh, no, yeah, no contact.
No. Just a good door kiss.
Yeah, definitely contact. That got Ryan all sorts of squirrely, and Michael Yarrow nowhere to go. He's going to plow right into the back of the 16, and unfortunately, after that, it was just on like Donkey Kong here, guys. I don't know how in the world Watchhorn got through that.
I don't know either.
Golly. And then Brandon Sheets. Oh, Brandon got through it, but John Hill right there, too. They might have made contact here as they were both trying to get around them too, and yeah, right there's the contact between Brandon Sheets and Sean Held here, and just behind them here, might be easier to go through who was not involved in this. Austin Saylor's going to get through that. Robert Love is going to get involved in that. Okay, he's the one in the Buc-ee's machine. Oh, man. Jeff Gilmore involved in this as well. Parts flying everywhere. Everybody's still trying to get around everybody. Man. Old Atlanta, yeah, I like Old Atlanta better than I like the new Atlanta for sure. Old Atlanta, it's all about tires. Saving those tires. If you don't know how to save tires, Old Atlanta is going to eat you up. And not in a good way.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost more than a cheese grater on your tires. Like about after, maybe 5, maybe 10 laps, your tires aren't even good anymore. You got to back that pace way down,
Yep.
or just from the drop of the green flag, instantly go into that conserve mode. Like it's a very tough track on the tires. Old Atlanta, like the Atlanta that got reconfigured, reserviced, I believe it was 97, 98, 90, one of those 2 years, Joshua. And for so many years it went just no fresh pavement for so many years, over 20 years of just worn out, great, racing surface. If you're, like I said, a true purist of a race fan, you love to see how drivers can truly battle their cars, right? So.
I'm trying to look here and see. Of course, we know when they last repaved it. It was a 6-month project. Began just hours after the checker flag flew on July 11th, 2021. So that took a long time to do. 163 days for them to redo Atlanta Motor Speedway. Now they didn't get done with it until 2022. I'm just trying to look here and see, the last time they repaved it other than that, but that can actually be done at the closer we get to Atlanta. But, interesting fact about that track is before, it was repaved into what it is now, super speedway style racing, it was more about saving tires, man. Now it's all about who can go faster and stay with the draft.
Exactly. They kind of turned it into that drafting style, super speedway style track. So.
Yep. Here we go. Green back out. Sorry, just wanted to make sure.
Oh, no, you're good.
We got green back out here, and looks like Cossey got a good start here. Now Robert Love has taken his car behind the wall. He is done for the evening. And here we go with the, good battling going on back here.
Chris Pratt's car got unruly and got away from him. He just decided to take it to the pits.
Yep, he is down pit road here now. Oh, I don't know if he'll get a speeding penalty. I don't know exactly if he got it mowed down in time or not. But we got another yellow. And it looks like Byron Bartlett gonna get loose. And spin it on the track here. Wow. I think he might have got tagged there too by the 57. No, he didn't get tagged. No, he just got a little bit, I think, on that apron there and just got it just looped it around. Here we go, loop-de-loop. Here we go, loop. Sorry. And well, Tara, how you doing out there? I knew you was out there somewhere. I knew I seen you was typing to my brother. I see Steven still out there. Looks like oh, look where Merrick's at. P2.
Yeah, he was able to basically drive through the parking lot on the back straightaway coming out of turn 2 that started. So one of the few cars that kind of escaped through all the melee. Like I said, the only really incident I think that Watch One's truly been in tonight is really sliding into pit road. Didn't bring in a caution, but he's kind of been able to drive back from that.
Yeah. All right, Chris Paff back out onto the track, 1 lap down. The only driver a lap down right now. Rick Adams is 2 laps. Jim is 3. Keith 4. Brandon Hartwell 5. Robbie Stewart 7. David Cassidy 8. And Byron Bartlett is 33. We do have drivers still yet coming down and coming off of pit road. It looks like Yarrow is on pit road or in his box. Kyle Munson is coming back out now as we speak. Looks like Jeff Gilmore down, as well as the 25 of Hartwell. Okay, I did not see what happened to Hartwell. I don't think I can go back that far either, but I'm going to give it a shot. Or was he just driving around like that? Trying to find out what happened to him here. All right, well, probably won't be able to. We'll be able to figure it out. Oh, the Legacy. Ooh, the car of tomorrow. I believe that's the car that can go like 230 miles an hour or something like that.
Yeah, unrestricted. Like they have certain setups. Like I think they go like 220 at Talladega or iRacing Super Speedway, like
Yeah.
unrestricted setups or something like that.
Yeah.
That you can have for those cars. Really cool.
Well, good luck, Steven. Well, here we go. Coming to lap 97. Cossey, Watchorn, Sailors, Deutscher, Sheets, Heath, Darnell, Held, DeGay, and Milne, top 10.
Almost to lap 100, so we're almost halfway done.
Yeah, getting there, getting there. All right, into turn 3 and out of 4 quickly, and then green. Lap 97. Once we hit the stripe, here we go. Green back out once again here tonight. That is going to be lap number 97, as it'll update there here in just a second. There it goes. Good start there by Cossey. Watchorn. You're going to have to watch him. He's bringing the horn. Too bad these things don't have horns. Get out of my way. You know.
You probably wouldn't be able to hear it for how loud the engines are.
Probably not. Did you honk at me? Yeah, I didn't hear it. Oh, somebody spit it back there. Uh-oh. And there's another yellow. Wow.
Is that Yarrow?
Yeah. Don't know who that was here. Let's find out.
No, it wasn't Yarrow. He's up.
Oh, Kyle Munson got hit by the 14 of Terry DeGay. They made contact there for sure. I think the 14 definitely come down right there.
Yeah, Terry was coming down. I don't think he knew Munson was kind of beside him or where particularly he was that close. Just I think Terry wanted to cut the track or cut down onto the dog leg, and unfortunate for
Kyle Munson.
Kyle to be. Yes, thank you.
Man. Oh.
Kyle's been in the wars too this evening.
Yes, he has. He's not having a very good night. I mean, he's having an okay night, but I mean, it's not been as good of a night as I guess he had hoped for. You know, I mean, he's in 11th, started 12th, so he is kind of running still right where he started. We do have several drivers coming down. Art Milne is in his box here. It looks like Jeff Gilmore is coming down as well. Don't think anybody else has chosen to come down pit road. I am looking. Kyle Munson is staying out. Probably, you know, track position. I mean, depending on how long he's been out here. Joseph Cossey, the last time he pitted was 56 laps ago. So he is still out here, and he's led 55 laps. Man, and we have hit that lap 100 here tonight, so technically at the halfway mark. Well, 101 will be halfway, but we're going to hit that here in just a second. So glad everybody hanging out here tonight in chat. Unfortunate, you know, we've had 12 cautions so far here tonight for 43 laps. 101 laps to go, so this time will be 111 lead changes so far in total. We'll see if that lead changes does go up. It won't go down, but it could definitely go up a few notches. You know, that caution number of 12, you know, that is 2 more as of right now than what they had last season out of 100 laps or 150 laps. So, you know, they are doing 50 laps more than what they, you know, previously did. But still, nevertheless, 12 cautions, man, and it was a rough get-go for these guys for sure, Will.
Oh yeah, it was rough from the start. We saw that. Didn't even complete the first lap, but we have got some green flag running in. Not a whole lot. We've little spurts of green flag running, but just almost. I don't want to say what you expect whenever you come to Phoenix, but it's starting to shape that way. I feel like, Joshua, because it's been like this past season or two at least. You know, whenever me or you or both of us call a race here at Phoenix, this is kind of what we're starting to just see here as far as that's the way Phoenix is trending.
Still got pretty good hot track temp down there at about 105, so
oh yeah,
it's still a little warm out there on the track here tonight.
And that is for sure.
Go ahead.
And that, I was just saying, you know, that temperature has a lot to play whenever it comes with how unruly these cars are handling, not being able to get back to the throttle, how slick and greasy, you know, the track is. We heard it earlier.
All right.
Like you said, lights are out on the pace car. They're coming back to the restart zone. Gonna get the restart at lap 103 here once we get to the stripe.
Yep, Cossey is the lead car. And here's the green. Good start there by Cossey, Merrick. It looks like Brandon Sheets didn't get the start he wanted. He's going to fall back a little bit. Oh, we got a blinker. That is the 16 of Ryan Messer, but it looks like he is back. Kind of blinked out real quick. And out of turn number 2. Yeah, I still get them confused. Battle for the lead. Merrick Watchhorn and Joseph Cossey. Merrick to the outside. And I think he got that lap. He did.
Yeah, he did. Very tight racing here. As Cossey's going to wash up a lane in the center of 3 and 4 here.
Wow.
1 and 2. Oh, that happened to me that time. It got me that time. So now we're in 3 and 4. But yeah, still good hard racing, even though we are just 100 laps into the books here, just over 100 laps, excuse me. So
they are over the halfway mark.
Oh, crossover. Watchhorn looking for a crossover, can't quite get there.
No,
look at Kyle Heath.
Yeah, Kyle making his way
Is he back on the
up
lead
here.
lap? Or?
Oh, yeah, he's back on the lead lap. He's up into 4th.
Yeah, I didn't want to call it wrong like I did earlier. I said he was in 2nd, but for sure, now he is in 4th position.
Yep, he is fighting his way back up here. Started 24th, and, you know, he has found his way up into that 4th position here. And going back into, real quick, last season here. Let me go back there. do have it right here in front of me. Phoenix. Kyle Heath actually grabbed the pole. That's that race. Mark Whitley won the race, but Kyle grabbed the pole. And unfortunately, Kyle finished back in 11th. But, you know, sitting right now in that 4th spot here tonight, I would definitely watch Kyle Heath as we wind down the, you know, latter half of the race here tonight, because he's, you know, he's due up for a win. Man, they get so close together. Makes me nervous.
And just how the racing line, you know, kind of funnels out to the wall, or just how they... Oh, Ryan Messer, he's losing control. I believe that was Ryan.
Yeah, it's Ryan. No yellow.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's go back under this little green yellow or green replay, the MaxspeedTV. Oh, he come down on the dog leg and lost it. And I don't know how in the world he saved that, but that's just driving. Man. That's driving right there. That's wheeling it. That's wheeling it and dealing it. Man, back up live, folks. Back up live. Haley Williams out there saying I stole Hayward for the night. Sorry, guys. Oh! I was wondering why Hunter wasn't here. It's all right, Haley. It's all right. We forgive you just this once, though. Okay? John Hill, Michael Yarrow going at it. Deutscher battling Kelsey for the lead. Did Deutscher. He's got 4 laps led here tonight. Jason Adams, Robert Chiswick, Bob, as we know him. Started 33rd. Man, 16th right now, Will.
Yeah, pretty good run for Robert. He's been trying to stay out of all the battles and wars and all the incidences. He hasn't got caught up in nothing, nor has he made a mistake this evening as of yet. We still have just over, just over 85 to go, so almost having a top 15 run out of the big field that we had tonight here at Phoenix. Almost unexpected to have this big of a turnout for Phoenix, but we did. 32 started, and just, you know, you don't normally see that many for Phoenix. You normally see it for a mile and a half or Talladega, something like that, but Phoenix tonight had a good turnout.
Yeah, it did.
Hopefully.
Oh, Sailors! Good save. Sorry to interrupt you there. I just seen Sailor's speed drop, and yeah, was a little curious on what happened to the 43. But looks like he's all right. Robbie Stewart! Oh, Robbie going around. Yellow! Uh-oh, what happened to Robbie here? Oh, man. Looks like the same thing that has happened to a lot of drivers here tonight, going down into the turn, catching that yellow, and, well, man, loops it around, back up onto the track. I think if he would have been able to loop it around below that yellow there, I think we wouldn't have had a yellow flag. But unfortunately, the way that banking is there, when you loop it around, it's going to take you right back up onto the track. So, unfortunate. Another yellow out here tonight for a little self-spin there by the 3 of Robbie Stewart. And, well, now what do you do? 115 of 200 completed.
Yeah, it looks like we will see just about everybody come down pit road here, Joshua, that is on the lead lap for the most part. Not everybody. We do have a bit of a mixture, but yeah, I don't think it's everybody at least maybe wanting to see 2 more cautions to get them all the way home from here.
Yeah, we're sitting at lap 116. We'll hit 117 here coming up. And, Robert Dreiswick started back in 33rd. And he was dead last, riding shotgun, doing Robert things. Look where he is sitting at now, in 8th. Wow. Robert having a very good run, and it's just him being patient, letting drivers wreck out of the race, drivers going laps down, and he's running his own race. He don't care about anybody else. And that's what you got to do at a track like Phoenix. Run your own race.
Excuse me, Joshua.
That's all
I'm going
right.
to take my headset off for a minute.
That's all
I'm
right.
sorry.
Well, right now 13 for 48 laps, 84 laps to go, 14 lead changes, so that number did go up. And Merrick Watchhorn up at the top here. Go ahead and get back over here to the season that we're on. Is season 15 here now. Zach Deuscher, this season he won round 1 and round number 2 last week went to Gary Slapinski. Gary also grabbed the pole there at Vegas, and I think he also won the stage too, if I'm not mistaken. I would have to, let's see here. Yeah, he won the stage as well, so it was pretty much a sweep for him. He led 112 laps at Las Vegas. He really needed that coming in too tonight, but unfortunate for Gary, his night was over, pretty early here tonight, about 101, 100 and something laps ago, roughly 101 laps. Man. Two different winners so far, and I'm not going to say we're going to see a third different because Zach sitting right here in that third spot. He could be our first winner with our first
Repeat winner.
Well, it wouldn't be our first repeat winner. I mean, he won round 1, so he would win 1 and 3. Gary won 2, so yeah, he would be our first repeat winner if he can pull it off here tonight. But he's got a lot of competition out here. He's got Merrick as we go green here. He's got Merrick, he's got Kyle, he's got Brandon, Ryan. I mean, all these drivers right up here, around him. It's not going to be easy by any means. Winning 1 race is hard enough. Winning 2, even harder. Winning 2 back-to-back is even, I think, even harder than winning 1, to be honest with you. Oh, the 8 and the 2 make contact. Oof. Coliseum cheats, but they're all right.
Yeah, we saw even last season how difficult it was for someone like, he drove the 77.
Mark Whitley.
Yes, Mark Whitley. As soon as I wanted to talk about him, his name wanted to vanish from my mind. But we saw how even it was difficult for him. He won, 3-4 races in a row at times, but there was challenges and even different circumstances that led him from trying to do that even more in the season. So, but great battle for the lead going on between Kyle Heath and Watchhorn. You never want to count out Kyle Heath. As long as he has a good race car under him, he's came back from being 3 laps down, I do believe, and just up here now.
4 laps down at one time.
4.
Yeah. And they're going door to door, man. Kyle Heath and Merrick, man. They're going to have to
closing
watch
in on 75 to go.
Yep, and a little bit of a crossover as the 91 goes back to the inside.
Yeah, they are exchanging blows here for the lead.
Yeah.
Zach Deutscher in the catbird seat, and Gilmore is right behind. So the top 6 or so all spread with not even probably a second and a half. So
we're on board with Zach right now, looking at the battle ahead of him between Watchorn and Heath. And you could just really tell, you know, how slow they have to go around these corners. You know, this track, you know, I mean, he lets off way early, gets that car set, gets some grip or as much as he can. It kind of lets that car rotate out. Now he's going to drop it right down onto the dog leg, right back up. Nobody's around him. And then right back into what was turn number 1, or turn number 3. And now it's turned into turn 1. Now we're going to go into turn number 3 here once more. We'll go back up to TV2 here when we cross the stripe. But, man, that battle between them two, good Lord. All right, here we go. So a good little view. And, man, Watchorn and Kyle, they still going at it. Sailors and Darnell. Looks like Sailors going to get around Darnell here. That's for that 9th spot.
Deutscher now closing in on the back of Kyle Heath, as Kyle Heath is still trying to do something with Watchorn. These 3 competitors, like you talked about, Deutscher won the season opener race at Daytona, so he's still trying to get as many wins as possible. That's what every racer tries to do, win as much as possible. But this battle, fierce battle for the lead, as Coffey, he's doing just what Deutscher is. They're just waiting in the wings, waiting for the lead to settle amongst these two, but Kyle just can't exactly throw a blanket over him.
Yeah, they're right there together. A little bit of a gap between Cossey and Gilmore at about a second, roughly. I'll say about a second. So, but that second could be gone down in a matter of a split second. You know, Cossey gets loose, that gets loose. You know, somebody gets loose. You know, Gilmore's going to be right there. Yarrow, Messer, Sheets. You know, all these guys are going to be right there on them. You know, it's the product of short track racing. Bristol's going to be the same way. Here we go again. Kyle looking to the inside. And good, fierce battle for the lead between these two guys. Man. Whoa, Kyle got loose. Had to back off of it a little bit. Oh. Yeah, boy, that was close. Man, Kyle. Wow. I think he got loose. Here we go. 3 wide for the lead. Oh, who's going to outwin this battle? The
says if you're going to
wow.
park it in front of me, I'm going to push you through the corner. That's kind of what he did in 3 and 4 to Watchorn. After Watchorn, like I said, kind of parked it, and then Cossey saw all of that happen.
Yep.
He jumped to try to take advantage of it.
It worked out for
really great.
Sorry. It worked out for Cossey.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Great short track racing here at Phoenix.
I think it all kind of settled down here.
Just a wee bit, just a tad bit. You see Yarrow, he's still reeling in these guys. He's now got by Gilmore.
Yeah, let's go back here as soon as I can find my screen. Yeah, let's go back here. Yep, there's Yarrow kind of trying to get up there to Zach and that company. Then Gilmore he's got traffic behind him with Messer and Sheets, as well as Sailors, Darnell, Munson, and Held. So you can kind of throw a blanket over these guys, and then going just about 3.5 seconds back. That is Chris Paff. Now Chris is on the lead lap. Jason Adams is right behind him. Terry DeGay, Mark Koshik, and Art Milne is going to round out our top 17. Those drivers are on the lead lap. The only driver 1 lap down is the 42 of Rick Adams. So, you know, Rick is definitely looking for a yellow at some point. He don't want to be involved in it. He just wants to get that lap back at some point. Right now, he's not getting it. But if we do have a yellow and he's not involved in it, he'll definitely get it. Man, yep, there goes Gilmore. Something happened to Messer here, too. Not sure. Because that allowed Gilmore to get around him. And here comes Sailors as well, looking to the outside. Man. Okay, I think I know exactly what happened to Ron Messer. He got too far down. Oh, Ron's leaking. Ooh. And there goes Sailors. Yeah, I think he got too far down there on that apron there. Caught that yellow stripe. I think he might have lost it. See, he just lost 2 spots.
But further back here, they're still squabbling for position back here. Robbie and Sheets back there. Brandon. Yep. Robbie and Brandon.
Yep.
You got Kyle right there. Kyle Munson.
Yeah, we got 2 Kyles out here this season, so we got to kind of, you know.
John Held still in the 47.
Yep, right there with them. Hanging out.
Yeah, I've got 2 Calebs in my Saturday series, so it's almost like,
Now, when we say Kyle, and everybody thinks we're talking maybe about Kyle Heath here, you know, we was back there with Kyle Munson. So, you know, we got the 13 and the 40 here. Looks like Messer and Sheets going to go at it. Here comes the 44 of Darnell as
3
well.
wide, slightly.
Yeah, slightly 3
Oh,
wide.
okay.
I don't know if they actually went 3 wide. They might have. I didn't catch it, but... Oh, no! Oh, no! The 40 up into the wall hard. 47 of Held also. He's going to keep going, but... Oh! No, Kyle Munson has no steering. That right side tire, let's go ahead. He has no steering. That thing is locked, and yep, 17. Oh, he is gonna. Yep, there's the yellow right there. But we're gonna actually go back here and look. You can see that right front is not spinning at all. But what actually happened was either contact or net code here between Kyle, and looks like right there is where that is gonna transpire at. So let's go ahead and kind of go down to the 40 here, and we know the 47 was coming back up from the dog leg as well. As you can tell, see, he's coming up from the dog leg. Munson's right there, and I think right there it was blam. That got the 40 of Munson all tops of out of shape. And he almost got into the back of the 44, but right into the outside wall. And then from here on out, you know, he had no steering. You know, he broke that right side axle.
Toe link.
Yeah, toe link, whatever it's called. Yeah, I'm not a driver, race car. So yeah, that toe link there, and he can't steer it. And, you know, everybody's trying to get around him, and you know, here's the 17. You know, I mean, what else can you do?
Exactly. Nothing really you can do for a car that's limping back around, and you're just trying not to get into them. But like he talked about, it was hard for Munson to steer the car.
Yep.
When the steering's been broke on one of these race cars, any race car, it really doesn't matter what race car it is, you know, you're just along for the ride at that point. So.
Yep. It looks like Kyle Heath is our leader here tonight. He did pit. Looks like everybody has pitted. We just seen Art Milne come down. So everybody has pitted. Rick Adams. Well, there's the caution that Rick needed. As I was talking about him earlier. So he will be back on the lead lap. However, he'll have to start in the back. But, well, he won't have to start in the back. It all depends on now where he comes out at, where they put him. All right, now he's set in 15th. So, very interesting. Well, now 17th. Oh, he come down pit road. That's why. Gotcha. All right, well, yeah, Kyle's done. He already took his car behind the wall. Yeah, he's done. Yeah. So 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20, 23 drivers left out here on the racetrack. Well, 22 technically. Byron Bartlett hasn't came back out, and he's been sitting on pit road for about a minute here. So probably just getting some damage fixed. But yeah, Kyle Munson, yeah, with no fast repairs, that broken toe length there, he's going to be sitting on pit road a while. I mean, by the time he got it fixed, Will, what do you think? I mean, would probably be done with the race or pretty close to it?
Yeah, probably around that point in the race. I do have to agree with you there. Either almost done with it or darn near close. And they're getting doubled up here. Lights are out on the pace car, I do believe.
Yes,
so
yeah, they are.
yes, just under 60 laps to go here.
All right, Heath, Cossey, Watchhorn, Yarrow, Held, Deutscher, Sailors, Gilmore, Sheets, Darnell. That is our top 11. Yeah. Top 10, my bad. Here we go, coming to lap 142. Kyle Heath, gotta wait till the green. That's the rule. Here we go. Boy, that 8 wanted to go, and that kind of set the, oh golly, this is not good. We're gonna have 3 wide for the lead, and Kyle Heath right in the middle of this. Oh, wow. Here we go. 91 of Merritt. Oh. What did I say?
That hard racing, that really tight hard racing, something's got to give, and it gives going through 1 and 2. You can only do this for so long until something happens, and
yeah, what did I say?
you can lean. Oh, yeah.
All right, let's see here.
You can only lean on each other for so long until one of the cars just decides, okay, I've had enough.
Yeah, and it looks like right here, it looks like a Watchhorn just snapped loose. I don't see any contact, but there was, man. It was slight. Ooh, man, that is close. Could have just took the air off of Merrick, too. Right?
This has been our treacherous turn, too, Joshua. So.
Right there. Just took the air off of him, I believe, and there goes Merrick around. Sailor's going to get a piece of that. Ouch. Man, where is Sailors at? Right there. Oh, yeah, heavy damage to the 43 of Austin. Man. And Austin on pit road, as well as Merrick. We'll see here if he's got any required repairs, because he did take a pretty good hit. Yeah, I think he's got some either required repairs or some couple of minutes at least. Well, Cossey back up front. Heath, Deutscher, Held, Yarrow, Gilmore, Sheets, Messer, Adams, Darnell, Paff, DeGay, Gomez, Milne, and the other Adams. That would be Rick. Picking them off one by one. Watchhorn is back out on the racetrack, so it looks like Will, he was just trying to get some damage fixed. Austin.
Yeah, everybody that... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Now Austin's back out too. He's letting these drivers go around, so.
Yeah, the drivers that still kind of have lingering damage, they're trying to repair their cars the best as possible, keeping them in the best ship shape as possible. So, you know, whenever you're out there driving on any racetrack, Joshua, and you have your toe just askew,
Yep.
that's gonna be terrible trying to enter a corner. So
Yep. Lights
you
are
don't want
off.
that. Yeah, they're gonna get doubled up here to go back at it again. Closing in on 50 laps to go.
Yep. Coming up on that 3/4 way mark. Or, yeah, that would be halfway through. Yeah, 3/4. All right, Kasi, Heath, coming into the start zone once again here tonight. Kasi now on the loud pedal. And Green back out. Ooh, that got a little close. Oh, no. I just seen somebody go for a ride back there. I don't know who that was, but that kind of checked everybody up. Wow, no yellow for whatever reason. That looks like Watchhorn's coming back down pit road here, but boy, something happened back there. I see some wibbly wobbling going on. And looks like Aussie and Heath. Oh, Keith way up against the wall. And they make me nervous, Will, every time they go down on that dogleg.
Yeah, it can be a bit of a stomach and mouth moment. You never know what to expect, as we've seen it from a handful of drivers this evening. You know, the car just kicks out, you know, from them as they make that transition. You know, these flat bottom cars, they don't like all that transition.
What happened to Crossy?
Oh, just had a big blink moment, that's for sure.
There he is.
I was about to say the same thing. No! Kyle Heath gets into the back of Kasi in the middle of 1 and 2 as Kasi was coming up the track, making that transition from going down onto the flat.
Yeah, this is where.
If we ride on board with Kyle Heath, you'll get to see what I was talking about earlier as coming back up onto the track puts the competitors into a compromising position as you're wanting to back up that corner more.
Yeah.
And
well, I'm back here to the replay. We're going to see Kasi blink out right there. Now, I'm going to go on board here with Kyle and see. We're going to go cockpit here with Kyle and see what he's seeing. Okay, so he's blinked out. He's not even seeing him. He thinks he's gone. And then there he is right there. And now he's back. You know, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think you can put that totally on Heath. That's
you can't.
When a car blinks out in front of you, you really have to keep driving your line, in my opinion. I've never fully experienced it, Joshua, so I don't have a dog in that race.
Yeah, because, you know, as Keith was coming around the corner, he's thinking, okay, he's not there, and then all of a sudden, blam, you know, he just shows up, coming back up, and, you know, I know they're trying to, you know, lock it down and everything, but there's the contact, and then, unfortunately, Kyle Heath is going to get the rough end of the stick on this one, because the yellow is going to come out, and Hey. So yeah, I don't think you can put that on Kyle. Blinking issue with Cossey, and yeah, there was contact for sure. Yes, but with the blinking that happened just right before that, yeah. Hey, now Kyle is down pit road here, so now it's not over by any means. We are over the 3/4 of the mark here, though, so. Looks like Merrick Watchorn has taken his car behind the wall wheel, so he's done for the evening. 20, 21 drivers. Still looks like Austin is back on pit road here, trying to get some damage fixed, or a little more. He is a lap down. Rick Adams is your leader. Been out here 37 laps. That's who I have as the leader anyway. But I think it's supposed to be Joseph. Let's see what happens here, because I have Rick Adams in the 42 as the leader. And, yeah, I'm not so sure what's going on here. His car is off and away. I think Joseph is technically our leader. Rick Adams at the tail end here. But coming to the restart here, folks. Lap 156.
At 44 laps to go when they get the line at the stripe, get the green flag. So John Held back up here. He's been in the wars as a handful of other drivers have. So Chris Paff back up here as well, inside, trying to crack back into the top 5.
And I think something happened here, because I've got Cossey in second and I got Rick in first. I don't know what is going on. Because it is showing Rick Adams the leader. And here at the stripe, he's going to lead
It's counting him as the leader, yes.
Yeah. Joseph Cossey has led 80 laps. I want to get up here on him and see. Now, if he leads this lap, then something's going on with ATV. Oh, 80. So this should be 81 technically. Okay, so it gave him the lap, but it's showing Rick as the leader. But Joseph is the leader, so something's going on with ATVO here, I think. All right, now I think Rick came down pit road. He did, so that's actually going to put everybody back on where they're actually supposed to be here. Rossi, Zach, Michael, Ryan, Brandon, John, not to interrupt you about John there, but yeah, running up here in 6th. Battling right here, it looks like with the 2 of Sheets, Kyle Heath at the, right behind him here. Jeff Gilmore as well as Chris Paff. And good racing. Terry DeGay just got around Rick Adams. Rick still sitting on pit road.
Yeah, not sure what happened with the iRacing scoring and timing, or with our timing as well. So
I don't know.
That was a bit of a head scratcher for sure. But yes, Coffey still in the lead. Deutscher is in second, so
Now I've got Cossey, Deutscher, Yarrow, Messer, Sheets, Kyle. That's top 6. Held and Keith going at it here for that 6th spot. Gilmore, Paff, Gomez, Adams, Sailors, Hart. That's our top 13 on the lead lap. And Kyle is going to take the spot away from Held, so Held's going to go back to 7th. Folks, we are edging down the laps here tonight. We are now officially at 40 laps to go. We'll go ahead and, while I'm thinking about it, take my meds.
So Yarrow trying to catch up to the leader. He is currently sitting in 3rd position. He's had a back and forth night, just as well as just about everybody in the field has. So got Ryan Messer there. We've seen him going for some spins himself. So Sheets and Heath really having a good tussle for 5th and 6th position right behind this group of drivers. So throw a bed sheet over the top 4, and then, like I said, Sheets and Heath going at it for 5th and 6th. I believe that's still Heath back there. $163 laps, about to be 163, about to be 164, jotted down. Closing ever so slightly in on 25 laps to go here. We've been getting periodic, periodic short runs in between all the
Whoa, did they run out of time?
I think that could be what happened. I was about to alert you.
Wow.
I saw the white flag pop up, so I do believe that the session could have possibly, or at least the race session could have ran out of time, time elated for, just as well as I do, whenever someone sets up a race session for iRacing.
Yep.
And that could be what has transpired here this evening, Joshua, with the number of cautions we've had, and just it turned into a time race instead of a lap. So Joshua, or Joseph Cossey, my apologies, doing the burnouts here this evening. He takes the checkered flag. I do believe Deutscher got 2nd. And Yarrow 3rd, so kind of unexpected here. This is catching us off guard for sure.
Yeah, I'm a little shocked, to be honest with you. I did not expect that to happen. But yeah, the Genuine Parts number 8 AC Dilco machine of Joseph Cossey is going to be our winner here tonight. Ran out of time. I guess that's what it looks like is. Time just ran out. So Zach Deutscher in 2nd, Michael Yarrow 3rd. 4th, Ryan Messer, and 5th is going to be Kyle Heath. And I am sure that is going to upset a few people. So we're going to see here if these guys even want to talk here tonight. So we're going to find, hey, there's Michael Yarrow right there. There is Zach right there. And we're going to see here if we can get Cossey down here. So hang tight, folks. I'm going to yak at these guys a minute. And we'll be right back. So hang on just a second. Alrighty, folks, we've caught up with our 1-2 finisher here tonight. A big shout out to the 45 here this evening of Michael Yarrow for coming into that third place. But yeah, they ran out of time here tonight, but we have caught up with our first and second. And we're going to go ahead and pull up Zach Deuscher up here tonight. And I believe Will Roberts has caught up with Zach. Will?
Hey, Zach. So started off, I would say, pretty chaotic of a start of a race. Didn't get the first lap under your belts, but you were up there all night, qualified in the 6th position, so just outside the top 5, and you pretty much kept that car up in the top 10, top 5 all night. Zach, you had a couple of scary moments, particularly on the restart where Gary spun his tires and a few others, but you really, stayed with it, and you almost got up to Joseph, but couldn't really do anything with him. Just tell us about how your night went, Zach, and what all you were having to overcome with this slick track here tonight.
Oh man, we first of all, I finished a lot better than I thought. We in practice, I tried to set up, and it was really good, very comfortable, especially in the long run. But unfortunately, as you guys see, the long run really didn't happen too much. So it was all about trying to get the car back to the short run. Just like you said, staying out of trouble, avoiding the wrecks basically is the main thing, and just being consistent. Right now, we got the points lead, and that's my major thing. We're trying to keep that, so top 10s, top 5s are a major goal for us.
Out, like you said, just being consistent, trying to show up every week and stay out of all the melees that happen. Tonight, there was a few of it, that's for sure. Next week's going to be Bristol. What's the mindset and the strategy going into Bristol? Basically similar to tonight's race?
Yeah, I don't know. It might be worse. Yeah, so hopefully start in the front and, like you said, stay out of trouble and do the night, stay up front most of the night, because I think anywhere between after 10th, I don't feel comfortable. So anywhere in the top 10, I think we're okay, but it's gonna be rough next week, I think, like tonight.
Yes, indeed. Any final thoughts, shout-outs, anything you'd like to add, Zach, about tonight's race before we let you go celebrate this P2?
I wish we could have did the last 50 laps, but it was a fun race. You gotta thank these guys at SRU. Great league to join if you're interested. You guys, great broadcasting. Love watching you guys while racing. Huge shout out to Joseph for that win. I just could not catch you, buddy. I tried. To all my friends and family watching out there, thanks for supporting me. And that's all I could think of right now. Air Kinetics, my team, and NBS Transport, Quick Dry, all those guys. Glad to have sponsors to them.
Well, best of luck to you going forward with Bristol and also the rest of the season, Zach. Catch you next week, hopefully.
Thanks, Will.
All right, well, that is Zach Deuscher there in the P2 spot. Getting up here to our winner here tonight. Now, I'm not going to say he would have won the race, in general, per se. I mean, he was one of the fastest, if not the fastest driver out here. The number 8 of Joseph Cossey led 89 laps, and he was actually looking for more. But Joseph, we ran out of time there, buddy, and you were up front leading the way here tonight for the most part. Started 7th. You did start up toward the front, so you had that going for you. And once you took, the front, lead, you really never looked back. But man, there was some moments out here tonight. For sure. Man, we didn't even get our first lap in, had a yellow, and then the yellows that seemed to come out. Then we got a few little green runs in there, man. But Joseph, overall, man, talk about your race and how you were able to survive the mayhem here tonight.
Yeah, that first lap caution was kind of my fault. Kind of. I don't know. It was between me and the 38. I didn't mean to touch him, but I kind of came up. He kind of came down. I didn't mean it. But other than that, yeah, it was eventful after that. I had what was it? What number was it? The 13. He came up near the end, and he was trying to get it from me, and he got right onto my right side or the left side of my bumper and touched me just enough, but the car recovered nicely and it didn't really spin out. So it was wild. I took my last set of tires there at the ending because I noticed the time was running out. So I knew about the time. So
you already had an understanding that we was not going to do this under the time conditions.
yes, that's why I ended up taking the last set of tires that I did. Because if the time conditions were different, I would have kind of been eating my own lunch
Yeah.
for there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, Phoenix is not. It's not an easy track, Joseph.
No.
I mean, by any means. I mean, we had a massive field out here tonight. 33. We had 32 drivers start the race. 33 total in the lobby.
I doubt half of them finished.
What was it like down there? With 32 drivers fighting out here tonight.
Ah man, there was a lot of traffic. I tell you that, especially I went to the back the one time, which I had fresher tires, but man, you just gotta be aware of everything that's going on around you.
Yeah.
Because there's cars everywhere.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So it's just wreck avoidance. Try not to be a part of the wreck. Try not to be the wreck.
Yeah, all the above. Well, it doesn't get any easier. Bristol next week, going from Phoenix to Bristol. Instead of a mile, it's a half mile now. Very fast half-mile track, but just like Phoenix, you got to be careful. What do you think about, the stretch of these races, Phoenix, Bristol, and then Old Atlanta? Talk about Bristol first, because that's coming up next week.
Bristol, man, if we could get a long run, hope to God we could get a long run. If you could save your stuff and you're doing good on the longer run, then you just got to run the bottom, and hopefully, we won't have these cautions and we can actually get a long run in.
Okay. Well, I know Bristol is the next race on the schedule, but Old Atlanta. What do you think about that one to finish out the first 5 races?
That's a tire saver as well. Old Atlanta beats up all on the tires. Very harsh on the tires.
Yeah, I think
surface.
It's,
surface chews them up.
Yeah, I think it's probably the hardest track with tires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Near that in Darlington.
Yeah.
You run a close race.
Man, I don't know. I think Old Atlanta beats out Darlington. Well, awesome job out here tonight, buddy. You are going to get the win, so we cannot take that away from you. Awesome job, bud. You already talked about the next couple of races coming up, so, I know you probably got a few final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate your victory out here tonight, so we're going to turn it over to you.
I thank the broadcaster broadcasting this race. I don't know, all the sponsors that helped out with this race and all that. I'm not very familiar. I joined this league not too long ago. Thanks for the league for letting me be out here to race. I had fun. It was a joyful experience.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll see you back next week in Bristol, buddy. Go celebrate your win here tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Well, that is going to be our, first and second here tonight. Again, a big congratulations to the 45 of Michael Yarrow for finishing in that third place here tonight under the time restraints that it came down to this evening. Getting down here to I'm going to go ahead and call them unofficial results because I don't know exactly how the admins are going to work them out here tonight. But Joseph Cossey going to grab the win out here tonight under the time restraints, like we said. Awesome job, and congratulations to Joseph on the win. Zach Deutscher there in second. Michael Yarrow third. Ryan Messer fourth. Kyle Heath is going to grab a top 5 here tonight. Brandon Sheets in 6th. John Hill 7th. Jeff Gilmore in 8th. Chris Paff 9th. And Mark Gomez-Kosick there in 10th. Jason Adams in 11th. Austin Sailors in 12th. Art Milne 13th. Terry DeGay 14th. Robbie Darnell 15th. Robert Chiswick 16th. Rick Adams 17th. Keith Hurlbut 18th. Jim Coleman-Spurger 19th. And David Cassidy in 20th. Merrick Watchorn 21st. And Robbie Stewart, 22nd. Kyle Munson, 23rd. Byron Bartlett, 24th. Brandon Hartwell, 25th. Robert Love, 26th. Zachary Rogish, 27th. Andre Savala, 28th. Philip Bridgman, 29th. And Kevin Roy, 30th. Gary Slapinski, 31st. Larry Blair, 32nd. And Buzz did not start here tonight in 33rd. But 33 drivers in the lobby here tonight and 32 started the entire race. But as always, Will, much appreciated you jumping out here and calling the race. I mean, not what we wanted to see here tonight for sure. We had the cautions, ended in a time restraint race, but hey, it is what it is, right? And it looks like Will is muted. All right, must be either having some technical difficulties or something's going on, but nevertheless, here, folks, thank you all for tuning in here tonight on MaxspeedTV. My brother out there, Tara, Haley Williams stole Hunter out from under us here tonight. It's all right. You're only forgiven here tonight, though, Haley. So he's got to be here next week. Stephen Lane was out there with us here tonight as well, but had to go over and jump in another race. So, Stephen, we do appreciate it. Brendan Kennedy was out there as well here tonight. So, big shout out to Brendan. A lot of mods out there in chat here. I know we had one more, I believe, that tuned in here tonight. I think I missed him. I do apologize. 12 likes. And right now, still 6 watching. But, hey, Will's unmuted here tonight. So, Will, much appreciated you jumping in and, helping. Not what we wanted to see with all the cautions and the time restraints, but, really nothing else we could do,
Nope, nothing we could do about that. Hopefully next week at Bristol we get to see all the laps ran without the pesky time restraint, rearing its ugly head. So just one of those things, it's almost like rain appeared suddenly out of nowhere, but,
Yep.
just about. But, next week Bristol, that's going to be a tough track in and of itself. We heard about how challenging and tough, Phoenix is. Bristol, that high banked half-mile short track up there in the hills of Tennessee, almost Virginia, it straddles. But so can't wait for next week. Joshua, like I said before, thanks for letting me come out, be a part of your booth with you here in the SRU Cup Series, calling these races. I sure love it. I appreciate being able to do it with you. And next week, Bristol, man, cannot wait for it.
Yeah, Bristol. Let's hope we don't have a whole lot of yellows there like we did tonight. But hey, another short track. It's even shorter than this one. It's only a half mile. So we'll see what happens going into next week. But again, thank you all for tuning in here tonight on MaxspeedTV. Until Tuesday night for the Graceland Shootout Series. Thank you all again for tuning in. Stay safe and have a good night.